final game of the event will be the Capital Christian Red Storm versus the Orangeville Prep Bears out of Canada. And apparently we will not have announcement. Okay, no microphone, no announcement of the starting lineups. So we're just going to get right to the action. The Red Storm are in red, trimmed in white and black. Their starters are number 0, Nicholas Dutterville, number 11, Armand Williams, number 12, Rayer Vargas, number 5, David Onanina, and number 22, Javon Adams. Starting for Orangeville Prep, the Bears out of Canada in black, trimmed in red, are number 1, Justice Prentice, number 3, Shamar Rathan Mays, number 5, Tyrese Samuel, number 11, Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and number 15, Joe Jones III. Tip 1 by Orangeville Prep. And Justice Prentice over to Shamar Rathan Mays. Tray ball from Rathan Mays is good. First basket of the last contest of the evening belongs to Justice Prentice. Excuse me, Shamar Rathan Mays. Shot no good. Offensive rebound up and in. 1 or 5? 11 or 5? 1? 11? Basket good. Armand Williams. We've got a foul. The foul committed by David Onanina. His first team first. And to the free throw line, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. First free throw is good. Second free throw is also good. 5-0, Orangeville Prep. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Red Storm over the timeline. Baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound up and in. David Onanina. Shamar Rathan Mays over the timeline for Orangeville Prep. Shamar Rathan Mays, tray ball is good. Rathan Mays has made 2 threes in the first minute and a half. And our score is 8-4, Orangeville Prep. Over the timeline is Nicholas Dutterville. Tray ball, good. Armand Williams. 8-7, Orangeville Prep. Tyrese Samuel scores it for Orangeville Prep. 10-7, Orangeville Prep over Capital Christian. Stolen, Tyrese Samuel. Justice Prentice tried to lob it to Tyrese, too tall. Basketball will go to Capital Christian. Red Storm tray ball on the way, no good. And foul on the rebound. That foul committed by Tyrese Samuel, his first team first. Free throw line jumper, no good. Armand Williams. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives the lane, and he got hacked a couple of times. Let's see who they give it to. Foul committed by Armand Williams. His first team second. Matthew Alexander Moncrief will go to the free throw line and shoot 2 more. He's made 3 in a row so far. The lead is 11-7, Orangeville Prep. Second free throw, also good. 12-7. Bears on top of the Red Storm.
Leroy.
Power went down temporarily, but we're back. 12-7. Bears over the Red Storm. And we have, shot clock malfunction. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Okay, so shot clock has been properly set. Now we should be good. There we go. Into the front court. Floater, no good. Nicholas Dutterville. Rebound, Tyrese Samuel. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He drives the right side of the lane. Shot, no good. Tip is no good. That tip was by Tyrese Samuel. And here comes the Red Storm. That shot blocked by Joe Jones. This is getting helter-skelter. Can't even keep up with it all. All I know is right now Orangeville has the ball. Justice Prentice drives. Foul committed by number 22, Javon Adams. That is his first team third. So there were 2 offensive rebounds, a block shot, and some other stuff down on the other end. And folks, I'm sorry, I just couldn't keep up with it all. Justice Prentice makes the first free throw. (13-7) Orangeville Prep, and Prentice makes both. 14-7. Orangeville Prep has doubled up on Capital Christian. Tray ball is good. Javon Adams makes it 14-10. Orangeville Prep. Justice Prentice with the finger roll in the lane. 16-10, Orangeville Prep. David Odanina tries baseline, comes back out, throws it cross court to Armand Williams. Williams drives, kicks it baseline into the paint. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Floater by Nicholas Dutterville, no good. Armand Williams is blocked by Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Justice Prentice went for the dunk, missed it. Good attempt nevertheless. Ball out of bounds and belongs to Capital Christian. Into the paint, shot no good, David Onanina. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, the basket is good, and he's fouled. That foul committed by David Onanina, that is his second, team fourth. So Matthew Alexander Moncrief will shoot the and one, and he missed it. Rebound, Rayer Vargas. Into the lane, Nicholas Dutterville, no good. Dutterville just can't get one to fall. Matthew Alexander Moncrief ahead to Shamar Rathan Mays. Justice Prentice to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Therese Samuel, no good. Rebound, Rayer Vargas. Capital Christian on the attack again, trailing by 8, 18-10. 3:04 to go in the first quarter. Rayer Vargas. Tray ball is good. 18-13, 2:56 to go in the first quarter. Orangeville Prep with the basketball. Justice Prentice into the lane. He gives it to Tyrese Samuel. Samuel scores. Swatted away and stolen. Justice Prentice. He lobs it to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. 22-13. Orangeville Prep is clicking on all cylinders right now. And we've got an illegal screen. That foul on Grace Luiala. That's his first, team fifth. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives the left side of the lane. Shot no good. Rebound down to the Red Storm. Shot blocked by Joe Jones. He landed kind of funny, but he gets up fine. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Alexander Moncrief with 10 already, and he almost stole it. Block by Joe Jones, rebound by Joe Jones. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He's got 12. And we've got a timeout by Capital Christian. Orangeville Prep has doubled up Capital Christian. The pace of this game is incredibly high on both sides. The difference is Orangeville Prep is converting their opportunities. Capital Christian, for whatever reason, is not. They've missed several layups. They've had some shots blocked. Very exciting basketball. But our score right now is Orangeville Prep 26, Capital Christian 13. And we'll be back in just a moment. Red Storm trying to get some equilibrium, trying to get something to go right for a little bit. They drive. Offensive rebound, Vargas, no good. Therese Samuel, two hands in transition, he dunks it. Therese Samuel. Over here and check in. All right, so mass subs in for Orangeville. Qual is in. Giovanni Scott is in. Ben Hendricks is in. And I missed someone else. Jefferson Koulibaly, he's in. Ball out, last touched by Capital Christian, and so it belongs to Orangeville Prep. Yeah. I call the name of Qual. He's usually 0 for Orangeville Prep, but he's not here on this trip. It's Jefferson Koulibaly. Justice Prentice, elbow jumper is good. Orangeville Prep clicking on every single possible cylinder right now. 30-13 is the lead, and we've got 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Floater in the lane, no good by Armand Williams. Rebound, Giovanni Scott and Jefferson Koulibaly. What an incredible performance by Orangeville Prep early in this contest. Jefferson Koulibaly with the steal. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, shot, and good. Kenny Gasui. Wow, is all I can say. At the end of one period, it is Orangeville Prep 34, Capital Christian 13. And, you know, just if you wanted to do the math on that, they are going at a 136-point rate, which, trust me, I know that's not reasonable. But if they had 4 quarters just like that one, their final score would be 136. They have been hard, fast, intense, physical, and pretty much getting things to go their way. Second quarter about to begin. Capital Christian with the ball to start the second quarter. That's Jalesia Grant. Basket good, Rayer Vargas. Giovanni Scott. He drives the lane, up and in. Giovanni Scott. That's Wyatt Ross, cross court to Jalesia Grant. Grant shot, no good, and here comes Jefferson Koulibaly. Ben Hendricks, elbow jumper is good. Everyone has scored for the Bears except for Joe Jones and Kenny Gasui. Shot blocked by Giovanni Scott. Picked up by Wyatt Ross, stolen. Jefferson Koulibaly on the breakaway, and he's fouled. He is fouled by Wyatt Ross. The first on Ross, the 6th team foul. To the free throw line, Jefferson Koulibaly, shooting 2. He missed the first. Into the game for Capital Christian, number 30. Koulibaly misses both. Free throw line jumper, no good for Javon Adams. Rebound, Koulibaly. Ben Hendricks with the dunk in transition. 40-15. Orangeville Prep. Floater in the lane, up and good. Nicholas Dutterville. 40-17, Orangeville Prep. Basket good. Kenny Gasui. Now everyone except Joe Jones has scored for Orangeville Prep. Tray ball is good. Nicholas Dutterville. He scored the last 5 points of the game for Capital Christian. Orangeville 42, Capital Christian 20. 5:12 to go in the first half. And we've got a travel. Looked like a foul to me, but they called a travel. 5:01 to go in the first half. Over the timeline is Jalesia Grant. Nicholas Dutterville. Back to, I think that's Grant. Yes, that's Grant. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Tray ball is good for number 30. And I'll have to tell you who that is after halftime, because we don't know. (1-3-1) looks like being played by Capital Christian. Giovanni Scott, no good. Ben Hendricks offensive rebound. He loses it, then he gets it back. Jefferson Koulibaly, stolen by number 30. Shot swatted by Giovanni Scott. Jefferson Koulibaly, no good. And here comes Capital Christian. Ben Hendricks blocks one. Into the game for Orangeville Prep, number 3, Shamar Rathan Mays, replacing number 1, Justice Prentice. And for the Red Storm, entering the contest is number 11, Armand Williams, replacing number 22, Javon Adams. Tray ball on the way, no good. Foul on Armand Williams, his second team 7th. Into the game for Orangeville, number 11, Matthew Alexander Moncrief, replacing Jefferson Koulibaly. And at the line, shooting 1 and 1, Shamar Rathan Mays. And back into the game for Capital Christian, number 22, Javon Adams. Rathan Mays misses the front end of that 1 and 1. Stolen, picked up by Giovanni Scott. Kasui missed it, offensive rebound, up and in, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. And we have a foul on the play. That foul committed by number 3, Shamar Rathan Mays. That is his first. And to the line, shooting 2, Nicholas Dutterville. He missed the first one. All right, so find out who the third foul is on for Orangeville Prep. All right, turnover, Capital Christian. Our score is Orangeville 44, Capital Christian 23. Giovanni Scott drives the left side of the lane and jams it home with two hands. Giovanni has 4. Waiting to check in at the next dead ball is number 15, Joe Jones. Almost stolen by Orangeville and almost stolen again by Orangeville. Into the game for Orangeville, number 15, Joe Jones, replacing number 4, Ben Hendricks. And into the game for Capital Christian, number 3, Wyatt Ross, replacing number 30. Stolen, Shamar Rathan Mays. He lobs it. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. 48-23 is our score. 2:10 to go in the first half. Floater, no good. Rebound, Giovanni Scott. And we've got a whistle. That foul committed by Jalija Grant. His first, team 8th. So Giovanni Scott will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1. Giovanni Scott to the line. And he missed it. The Red Storm pick up the loose ball. Tray ball on the way. It's good. Javon Adams with his second three-pointer of the evening. 1:44 left in the first half. Shamar Rathan Mays into the front court. He drives the lane. Layup, no good. Tip is good. Tyrese Samuel. And we've got a foul on the play. That foul committed by Joe Jones at his second. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, Jalija Grant. And he makes the first. Grant makes both. Score is Orangeville Prep 50, Capital Christian 28. Foul on Giovanni Scott. That is his first, team 5th. That shot blocked by Tyrese Samuel. He had 2 offensive rebounds there by Armand Williams, but he couldn't get one to go. And Tyrese Samuel poked out of bounds, last touched by Javon Adams. 53.7 seconds left in the first half. Giovanni Scott, deep tray ball, no good. Rebound, Armand Williams. Three ball, no good. Giovanni Scott with the rebound. He goes coast to coast, and he's fouled. That foul committed by Javon Adams. That is his second, team 9th. Giovanni Scott will shoot 2. He makes the first. (51-28), 37.9 seconds left to go in the first half. Scott missed the second one. And Joe Jones called for his third foul. Team sixth. Basket good. Armand Williams. 6 seconds left. Shamar Rathan Mays to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Tray ball no good. Giovanni Scott tip no good. So that'll do it for the first half, but an extremely impressive display by Orangeville Prep. And after 2 quarters, Orangeville Prep 51, Capital Christian 30. And the second half is underway. Orangeville Prep had the ball first, lost the ball out of bounds. Capital Christian with their first possession of the second half, trailing by 21, 51-30. But folks, with the 3-point line and a 30-second shot clock, strange things can and will happen. Vargas, no good. Vargas swatted by Ben Hendricks. Ball out of bounds, and it turns over to Orangeville Prep. 7:19 left in the third quarter. Shamara Rathan Mays in the backcourt with Justice Prentice for Orangeville. Front line is Matthew Alexander Moncrief, Ben Hendricks, and Therese Samuel. Starting the second half for Orangeville Prep. Baby hook for Hendricks, no good. For Capital Christian, tip is good. That's by number 11. Yes, 11, Armand Williams. So starting the second half for Capital Christian, Nicholas Dutterville, Armand Williams, Rayer Vargas, David Onanina. Dunk down the lane, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. And Javon Adams is the other starter of the second half for Capital Christian. 53-32, Orangeville Prep. Stolen, Justice Prentice, breakaway. He's fouled from behind. That's a pretty hard foul, too. He looks like he's okay. He was fouled there by Nicholas Dutterville. Dutterville's team first of the second half. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, Justice Prentice for Orangeville Prep. First free throw is good. Entering the contest for Capital Christian, number 14, Grace Luiala, replacing David Onanina. Second free throw on the way for Prentice. It's good. Looked perfect the second it left his hand. 6:18 to go. And the Bears are up 23, 55-32. Block by Tyrese Samuel. Orangeville Prep's defensive intensity has been very impressive all evening. They have blocked a lot of shots, jumped into a lot of passing lanes. 8 block shots for the Bears so far, and we're barely into the second half. Very impressive defensive performance by the Bears, and they're now in a 2-3 zone. Nicholas Dutterville, he really traveled, but I don't know if the refs just missed it or they didn't call it, one or the other, or both. They called that one, I think. Yes, they called that one. They missed the first travel or let it slide, whatever you want to say, but they called the second one that was on Grace Luiala. And back into the game, number 5, David Onanina. So it looks like an offense-defense type of substitution between Luiala and Onanina. Shamar Rathan Mays for 3. So Orangeville Prep has just been on fire all night. Hendricks knocks that pass down. Capital Center keeps it. Rebound. Therese Samuels. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and yeah, you had to call that one. Had to call that one. A lot of contact there. That's David Onanina. That's his 3rd foul. 2nd on Capital Christian in the half. So Matthew Alexander Moncrief working on 18 already, and he has 2 free throws coming. 19. Into the game for Capital Christian, number 2, Jalesia Grant, replacing number 14, Grace Luiala. Alexander Moncrief makes both. He's got 20. 60-32. The lead is 28 for the Bears. Tray ball on the way and good. Armand Williams, he's got 12. Shamar Rathan Mays. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives the lane, finger roll, good. Matthew wanted to dunk that one at first. Switched to the finger roll, it still works. Shamar Rathan Mays missed a dunk. Offensive rebound to Justice Prentice. He fires it cross court to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, 24 points. The kid scores points in bunches. Tray ball short by Armand Williams. Rebound, Justice Prentice. Tries to pass it cross court, stolen by David Onanina. Armand Williams drives baseline, and he is fouled. Game getting a little ragged right now. That foul committed by Matthew Alexander Moncrief, his first, team first. Giovanni. Thank you. No problem. First free throw is good, Armand Williams. Giovanni Scott in the game, replacing Matthew Alexander Moncrief, who has a game-high 24. Armand Williams for his second free throw. It's good. 64-37. That's 4 points in a row by the Red Storm, mounting a little bit of a rally. Giovanni Scott, elbow jumper is good. Basket good, Armand Williams. He's got 16 on the game, 9 in this half. Justice Prentice running the point. He gets it to Giovanni Scott. Justice Prentice, dribble handoff to Shamar Rathan Mays. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tray ball up, no good. Justice Prentice, rebound pulled down by Armand Williams. Ball knocked out of bounds by Giovanni Scott. Capital Christian maintains possession. Armand Williams, floater in the lane, no good. Rebound picked up by David Onanina. Another tray ball misses. This rebound, Justice Prentice. Lob to Giovanni Scott, no good. Giovanni Scott brings it out to the deep right wing to Therese Samuel. Wow, nice work there by Justice Prentice. He drives baseline, dishes it to Giovanni Scott for the two-hand jam. 68-39. What an impressive performance today by Orangeville Prep. I just can't get over how dominant they've been. Block shot, Giovanni Scott. Rebound, Shamar Rathan Mays. Therese Samuel, he lobs it in. I really think Therese Samuel wanted to lob that to Giovanni Scott, but the ball went in. So we'll take it, right? I think that's the way that goes. Long three, no good. Giovanni Scott leaks out and reverse jam. Giovanni with a little jelly, as the kids like to call it. Just showing I'm a little hip on the lingo. When you got a runaway game, you have to do something to entertain yourself and your audience. So Giovanni Scott with some jelly. Giovanni Scott, and that time he traveled. He was about to drive the lane and throw it down, but he traveled. 1:31 left in the third quarter. It's all Orangeville Prep. They lead by 33. 72-39. This is one of the most impressive performances I've seen on the grind session this year. Prolific Prep at Corinth was another. But just looking at Capital Christian, they do not appear to be a bad team. They just haven't been able to deal with the pressure from Orangeville Prep. Orangeville sitting in a 2-3 zone that is extremely active right now. Active and disruptive. Armand Williams, no good. Ben Hendricks with the steal. Lobs it out to Giovanni Scott. Spin move in the lane. It's good. Giovanni Scott scores it. Grace Luiala is called for his second foul, team's third. So Giovanni Scott goes to the free throw line to complete the three-point play. He does so successfully. Giovanni Scott has 9 points in the second half, 14 on the game, and it's 75-39. Orangeville Prep in total control. I'd like to see Capital Christian on another day. Tonight just was not their night, but they look like they could be a pretty good basketball team. Shamar Rathan Mays. Let's see what refs are going to talk this over. Shamar Rathan Mays is going to get a foul. We know this. Who else will get a foul and what type? Those are the questions. So they're going to call a tech on Armand Williams for his reaction to the foul. So that's the fourth foul on Capital Christian, and a push on Shamar Rathan Mays. That is his second, team second. So that means we'll go down to the free throw line and we'll have 2 free throws for Orangeville Prep. And then Orangeville Prep should retain possession on the take. Yes, Orangeville Prep will retain the ball on possession. So Armand Williams, unfortunately, threw away possession for his team with his reaction to a simple foul. Very unfortunate. Rathan Mays makes the first, and he makes both. So that's a lesson for anyone watching. When you get fouled, you have to control your reactions. So that cost his team 2 points and possession. That's an expensive mistake by Armand Williams. Number 20, Cornelius Fogg. Giovanni Scott! Oh, my Lord! What a nasty dunk by Giovanni Scott. Wow. Woo. I've got to watch the live stream of this game over just to see that dunk again. Ben Hendricks called for his first foul, team third. Ben Hendricks just commits his first foul, but the talk of the night is going to be Giovanni Scott and his dunk. And the thing to remember is Giovanni Scott had a reverse dunk just a few minutes ago. That's not the talk. The dunk is the one he just put on down here, and that was a nasty, nasty thing indeed. Shamar Rathan Mays with his third foul, team fourth. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Almost stolen by Therese Samuel. Giovanni Scott picks it up. Shamar Rathan Mays goes for the dunk, misses it. Ball out of bounds, 0.2 of a second left, and the ball will go to Capital Christian. It's a dunk show right now. Orangeville is really dialed in. So that's a 28-point third quarter by Orangeville Prep after a 34-point first quarter. And our score, Orangeville Prep 79, Capital Christian 39. 28-9 was the score in that quarter. And no matter how many points anybody has, I'm going to get an agreement on air from statistician Jesse Brewer. Jesse, is Giovanni Scott player of the game? Yes, Giovanni Scott is player of the game, folks. He doesn't have to do anything else in the fourth quarter at all. That play sealed it, Jesse Brewer says. I'm in total agreement. In fact, this is the kind of thing you can do when you got a 40-point game. You can be silly. You can tell the coaching staff, guys, we just want y'all to know Giovanni Scott's a player of the game off that dunk alone. He does nothing else. He's player of the game. Is that okay with y'all? It's cool with the Orangeville staff as well. All right, back to business. We've got a foul. Armand Williams. That's his fourth foul. Team fifth. Basketball to Orangeville. Giovanni Scott, and he is fouled. That foul on Nicholas Dutterville. That is his second. Team sixth. So Orangeville still not quite in the bonus just yet. Giovanni Scott, what's he going to do for us next? And he traveled, is what he did. That's okay, Giovanni. You're still player of the game. We'll let you have that. Basketball. Delay of game warning, 7:33 on Orangeville Prep. All right, so Capital Christian down 40. It's all about pride for them now and finishing this game on a strong note. Trey ball, Armand Williams, no good. Giovanni Scott with the rebound out to Shamar Rathan Mays, ahead to Therese Samuel. 81-39. Bears all over the Red Storm. And Giovanni Scott called for the foul. That is his second, team fifth. Tyler Gary over the timeline. Oh, and all the hubbub didn't let everyone know. Number 30 for Capital Christian is Wyatt Ross. Number 3 is Tyler Gary. Found that out at halftime for you. And Tyree Samuel looks like he's going to drive all the way. It's blocked by David Onanina. Armand Williams misses the layup all by himself. What a block by David Onanina. And we've got timeout. Double foul. So Armand Williams and Shamar Rathan Mays have had a little something going on. And that's the fifth foul on Armand Williams. He's out. That's the 7th team foul. Shamar Rathan Mays, that's his 4th foul. And the board says 5, but I've got 6. We'll go with the board. We'll go with the 5. So all we know for sure, Armand Williams is fouled out. That was his 5th foul. Matthew Alexander Moncrief to Gasui, Kenny Gasui. Gasui with the layup. Stolen by Justice Prentice. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Tyree Samuel, tray ball, top of the key, no good. Matthew Alexander Moncrief with the offensive rebound. Shot blocked. Was that, yes. Onanina with another block, but then he's called for a foul. Onanina, that's his 4th foul. And aren't we in a 1-and-1? Well, hey, I guess it just doesn't matter anymore. Onanina, reverse layup, no good. Ball out of bounds, last touch by Tyree Samuel. 83-39. When it's 83-39, you can let stuff go. You know, if the foul count is wrong, you can let it go. Kid shoots from the volleyball line, you let it go. Stolen. Onanina missed the dunk. Tyler Gary with the steal. Lob. Gasui in. Wide open, Wyatt Ross. I thought he was going to take the 3. Tray ball. Javon Adams, no good. And that's a 2 by Wyatt Ross. Wyatt Ross, referee indicates a 2. So 85-41 is our score. 30-second timeout, 4 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. So we'll take another quick break and be back to the action in a moment. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives the lane and scores. Ball out of bounds, last touched by Therese Samuel. Grace Luiala back into the game, replacing Jalija Grant.
Sit down. Work.
Justice Prentice defending Tyler Gary. Almost stolen by Therese Samuel. And now we've got a foul on the play. That foul committed by Therese Samuel, his second. Team 7th, so 1-1. Grace Luiala. And he missed it. Therese Samuel with the rebound. (87-41). 4:04 left in the contest. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives, baseline, no good. He gets the offensive rebound, no good. He gets another offensive rebound, and it's blocked by Grace Luiala. 2 offensive rebounds there by Matthew Alexander Moncrief, but he just couldn't get the cash in. .352 left in the contest. Basket good, Ben Hendricks, and he is fouled by Grace Luiala. That's Luiala's 3rd, team 8th. Big Ben. Free throw is good. .346 to go in the event. 90-41. Orangeville Prep in the lead. That was blocked by Ben Hendricks. And then in his eagerness to try to make a play, Grace Luiala knocked the ball out of bounds, so Orangeville Prep will take possession. So, Jesse, how many blocks is that? 10 now for Orangeville Prep? 11 blocks for Orangeville Prep. What a performance by the Bears today. Justice Prentice into the lane, drive, kick, tray ball on the way. Jefferson Kulabala, no good. Offensive rebound. Justice Prentice into the lane. Justice Prentice. Nice move, Justice Prentice. There's going to be a lot of good things in the film when Orangeville Prep goes back and breaks this game down. And I promise you they will go back and break this game down. You can't have a game like this and not reward yourself by looking at the film afterwards. And there's not going to be a whole awful lot for the coaching staff to get on them about. Blocked, another shot blocked, this one by Justice Prentice of all people. Grace Luiala. Giovanni Scotts missed it. That's okay. Kenny Gasui cleans it up with the offensive rebound and the tip back. 94-41. Looks like Orangeville Prep will bust the clock. With the 30-second shot clock, they will get at least 3 more possessions, so I can almost guarantee you they will break the century mark today, which is extremely impressive in a high school basketball game. Tray ball is good. Nicholas Dutterville with his second three-pointer of the evening. 94-44, a 50-point bulge for Orangeville Prep. And for anybody who thinks the Bears are running up the score, that's not the case. It's a 30-second shot clock. Giovanni Scott, no good. Gasui, offensive rebound and a turnover. He lost it out of bounds. .127 left in the contest. Capital Christian running a little clock. They're trying to keep from having 100 points scored on them, folks. Let's just be realistic about it. Giovanni Scott chases down that rebound. Justice Prentice. Ben Hendricks at the free throw line, backs down, and he slid his pivot foot. So, well, maybe they won't score 100. 94-44, 48 seconds left in the game. Tray ball on the way. It's good. Nicholas Dutterville. He's got 12. 34 seconds left. Coach McIntyre says, just move it. He just wants to run this clock out, get this over with. What a performance, though, by Orangeville Prep. It's not often a team scores 47 points and you double them. But that's what's happened today. Now he wants a shot. Tray ball up, no good. Ben Hendricks with the offensive rebound, so now they'll run out the clock. What a performance by Orangeville Prep. And as promised, Giovanni Scott is the player of the game. With the double-double, Giovanni Scott ends up the night with 16 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 1 assist. What a stat line, and the dunk of the day. Nasty dunk. And